Hey, it's been a long time, but I just wanted to share something because I went tonight was awesome. Um, Tonight at my church, Freedom Church, best church in the world. Might be a little biased, but um, we had this illusionist magician, this whatever you want to call him. His name is the Maze, and he blew my socks away. More so than all the stuff he did. I'll tell you two of them just because I want to get to the main part of why it was so awesome. And the tricks were awesome. He's very gifted. I just took a shower, so my hair is very bouncy, so I'm just going to do that. And I don't look good in hats, so actually, never mind. I don't care. Um, he is very good at illusions. He's amazing. One of them throughout the entire show, he was having people give out numbers. This one girl like guessed lottery numbers, and just randomly. And then throughout the crowd, he threw out 8 ping pong balls into the crowd, and it was each person had to give a random number or favorite number, or just a set of numbers. And so the whole time throughout the show, he was giving out Pepsi cans, and he was playing Pepsi ads in the background, like on the took like commercial breaks, kind of like we thought it was like advertising. Me and my friends Zach and Jeff, we thought it was like sponsors were like, oh, it's weird. But the ads were played like it was flipped, so like Pepsi can was back, like the writing Pepsi was backwards, and really weird. But anyway, so all the numbers that were said, they added up to 12,939, which we had to put all the numbers in the calculator, all 8 of them, and so he replayed the Pepsi ads, and when you see it in reverse, Pepsi spelled backwards in like written numbers is 12,939, and if you flip that, it spells Pepsi, which was like random people, like they caught those ping pong balls, and I don't get it. It just was like, it was so crazy. Like I'm just like, I was speechless. And then I actually got called up to go up there. I probably look so stupid, but I don't care. It was just, what happened was he asked for a single girl to catch the doll or whatever, his teddy bear that he threw around, and she had to go up there, and she just had to write down whatever she was feeling at that moment, whatever, her eyes were closed, she just had to write. And so he goes, okay, single guys, this is for you if your name starts with an R. And so I was like, oh no. I was like, gosh, this can't be me. But only 3, I didn't look behind me, but I only saw 3 people standing up. And it was one guy I knew, and then this other guy I didn't know who it was. But then he goes, all right, if your middle initial, I think he said middle, but it might have been last, but same, because my initials are RTT. So he goes, if your middle or whatever second initial is T, stay standing. And I was the only one still standing. And then he looks at me, he's like, turn up the house light, turn up the house lights. He looks at me, okay, you. Think of your last name, think of like a crest, think of what, he goes, Tierney. And I was like, oh man, like, come on. It was like so crazy. And the girl's up there just like, what? And so he has me go up there, and he does I've seen David Blaine do this on his show with Jamie Foxx. He did it with him, but we both close our eyes, and he's like, he touched me and like my shoulder, and I think he touched my nose. And then both of our eyes were closed. She was like 5 feet to my right. And he's like, all right, on the count of 3, tell me, raise with your fingers, how many times did I touch you? 1, 2, 3. And I held up 3. And she's like, all right, look at each other. And we were both holding up the number 3. And he did it again. And he like touched my shoulders again. And he goes, all right, now point to where you got touched. I was like, with your right eye. So I was like, here. And I think he touched like the back of my neck. And apparently she did the same thing. And he was only touching me, but she felt it too. And I was like, I don't get, oh, it was so crazy. And then he was like, she wrote something else on the board too, Ryan. What are the last four digits of your number? And I was like, in my head, I was like, dude, come on. And I told him 7586, and he had like the paper she wrote it on, but I was like, it was in front of me, so I couldn't see it, and the crowd was just like, and I looked back because it's on the screen or whatever, and I was just like, I looked at her and I was like, no way. Oh my gosh. It was wild. It was so crazy. And like the illusions part, that's so cool, but um, his message is so incredible. The maze. I'm going to link all his stuff below because he's actually going to be on America's Got Talent January 18th, I believe. 18th or 11th, I don't remember which day, but he's awesome. You need to follow him to get his followers up for the whole show. He's amazing. And a magician won this past year, I believe, so he could do it. He is awesome. But the best part of the show was the ending where he told his story, which he was a pitcher in the major leagues and he went to UT and he came home one day and he just got this serious leg pain. And he didn't want to go to the hospital, but his wife made him go, and it found out that he had leukemia. And it wasn't just leukemia, but it was like a serious, like he needed a bone marrow transfusion or something, whatever that's called. And so he went through chemo rounds really to just buy time, because he got his name in the database which had like 9 million people in it at the time. I think it was 2009. And because his only sibling wasn't a close enough match, which they have DNA evidence, which is he needed a perfect match, a perfect blood sacrifice match for him. And months went by, he didn't get anything, and then he was on his way. I think he said he was on his way to his next, down to Houston, because they have a great research place there. And he got a call saying, I have good news. We found a match for you. You're going to have your operation April 23rd. And so he got the bone marrow transplant or whatever. He got healthier. He's been doing this for, I guess, 9 years now. Yeah, 9 years. And the lady he got his blood from was a 19-year-old girl, and he was making jokes how he's a reborn 19-year-old or whatever. But what's crazy is he talks about how, like I said, he's like a born again, because he, he was gonna die. He went from dead to life, born again, on April 23rd. And his original birth date, like when he came out of his mother's womb, was April 20th, which is 3 days. It's 3 days from his birthdays. If you don't know where I'm going, it's the story of the gospel, the story of Jesus, how he was the perfect blood sacrifice for us. He died and rose again 3 days later, just like the maze. And I don't know where you guys are. I know this is a very different video. My videos are really dumb, let's be honest. But this kind of rocked my world, and I've seen him before, but this, I saw back when I was in high school, and it was a different point in my walk, and I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything. I don't know quite as much as I wish I could, or I wish I did, and I'll know in the future. But what I know right now is that there's a purpose for your life, whether you're struggling with something, whatever is going on in your life. God can do something in it that you can't see coming. It might not be as hard as what he went through and how he's dealing with it now, but man, you have a God that is seeking after you each and every single day, every moment of your life. Even if you're not seeking him, he is all hands on deck. He's jealous for you. He wants a relationship with you. So don't think you're too cool or you're worries are too small for God, because He's listening. He's always listening. He cares. Y'all, He's a good God. I just wanted to share that. I was moved a little bit to tears because he showed the video of when he met the lady who did his transplant for the first time. Her name was Janelle, which means I think it's a grace or God's grace, which I mean, come on. But he flew her down to Dallas because he's from South Lake, and the video of them meeting for the first time in the airport was awesome. It was so awesome, and he just, yeah, he does magic in the church. People are like, what? It's like, but his story is just so awesome. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. I know I'm kind of just rambling on, but it was an amazing night. So many people were there. It was a packed house. Yeah. I hope I can see like that show again online if they post it. I'll post all their stuff. I'm pretty sure they have a YouTube page and an Instagram and all that stuff. So yeah, that's all I really got. So y'all have a good week.